Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Life Convo with Lady. And as you know, this podcast channel is based on my original Listen To podcast, which the link will be down in the description, as well as look over here. The podcast information hyperlink is right there. So please stay tuned and enjoy this video. So today I want to jump in and just kind of talk to you guys about why do we say things and then we don't do it. We talk about wanting to do so much, yet we just do that. We talk. We don't jump out there and get it done. And it can be something small, medium, or large. Just why don't we do it? We talk so much about it, and we look back on the years and we still have not accomplished those things. What's holding us back? Is there anything that you can think of that was holding you back in something that you wanted to do and you didn't do it, or you finally got to it? If so, make sure to leave your answers down in the comments. I do go and check the comments, and I will do my very best to reach back out. So what's your take on, I guess you can say, procrastination? Because in my mind, that's what it is. You keep saying that you're going to take this trip or try this hairstyle or purchase a new car, and you hadn't bought a new car in 20 years. And it's not that your finances are keeping you from it. It's just something you haven't done. So what's up with that? I had a conversation, and the person that I spoke with was just having, what's the best word? A kind of drawback on how their life has continued. And they want to do more. They want to live more. They want to get out more. Yet they're not doing it. And that was something that's puzzling to me, because you say you want to do these things and then you don't do them. And it's not that there's money that's stopping them or ambition. I would say it's more like determination or feeling entitled to be able to do these things, if that makes sense. So you know how you want a candy bar, you can afford the candy bar, but you don't have any oomph to get up and go get the candy bar, even if it's just in the next room. That is where I see them. Leave it down in the comments what you think. Why do people speak about things, and not for, a moment in time, but for years, and they don't do anything about it? They just talk about it, and not to say that they're complaining, but it's more like they are not sure the best route to take to get to where they want to be or what they want. And don't get it twisted. I've been there. I've done that. I am not a procrastinator. However, I will kind of overthink things because I want it in a certain way. It has to be arranged in a certain manner so that I can get things done the way that I feel they need to be done, to keep me from doing so much more if things are not put in this order. And I realize the more that I think about or talk about or even write about doing something, I'm not doing it. And it was like a epiphany moment for me where, yeah, I need to just jump in and do it. And all that other stuff is going to start to fall into place, or I'll be able to pencil it in as it comes along. And at least I'm actually doing something versus continuing to talk about it. So I wasn't sure what to say to this individual, yet I'm not really ever lost for words. And it wasn't that I didn't know what to say, it was repeating it, because you can say things in a different way so many times, and if a person doesn't get it, they don't get it. And if they do get it, they move on it, or they say, no, thank you, but that's not going to work for me, and they don't move on it. However, I'm an individual. Once I've discussed something with you, I've listened to you, I've let you vent, I've let you speak into existence what you're manifesting for yourself, and then it's 2 years later or 3 years later and nothing has come about, I am more inclined to continue to listen, because I am that type of person. hence the name Lady Listener. So I will listen. However, I'm not going to be able to give you the input that you see. And I see it as the input that I have is not adding value to you because I've already spoke it to you before and it wasn't received. So in that case, I don't respond, if that makes sense. What do you do? What do you say to give someone the information that they say that they want to do things and then they don't do them? How do you help them? It's funny how people continue to lie to themselves. They know what they want to do. They know what's in the way of getting it done, yet they continue to lie to themselves. So you know how like you want a candy bar, you can afford the candy bar, you're even sitting in front of the store on the passenger side and you have no motivation to get up, get out of the car and go in the store and purchase the candy bar. But someone else who's getting out of the car, you'll say, hey, bring me a candy bar. And then they say, no, you can get out yourself. That is what I feel this individual may be going through. And it's okay. We've all been there where we don't actually see what's in front of us and see what's hindering us or causing us to not push forward. And we kind of sit in it. We sit in that self-loathing and we talk about things for years to come, months to come, weeks to come, and we don't do anything about it because we feel like someone's going to come to our rescue. And excuse my phone, guys. I'm getting alerts in reference to emails that are coming through, just keeping me updated with the situation at my children's school. They're testing. We all have to make a conscious decision to get up and do things that we want to do. Such as myself, I started this podcast channel like a week ago, and it's something I've been talking about and wanting to do for the last year. However, I wasn't sure it was my time to do it, and I let a whole year pass. Now we're in 2022 and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put myself out there and see how it goes. I mean, at the worst, people won't watch my podcast, and at the best, people will watch my podcast. So it wasn't something that I couldn't do. It was something I just wasn't doing. And we have to just stand up and say, hey, I can do this. What's the worst that can happen? If it's something, in my opinion, that's not going to be detrimental to your health, do it. Like, if it's something that, you are comfortable with, or even if it's something where you have to face your fears, do it. Try out new things and stop making excuses for not doing it. When you make excuses for not doing something, that just keeps you from other things. And later on, you'll look back and say, dang, I should have done this or I should have done that. And now you're not able-bodied or even in the best health to be able to do those things. And that was something that I was able to reflect on, because during the time I wasn't able to do a podcast or do a YouTube page, it was due to health, and it was something that I wanted to do. So as soon as I got healthier and I got to the place where I could actually look for different items and things that I needed, I just did it. And I didn't wait for someone to come to my rescue to show me how to do it or help me do it. I watched YouTube, what we're on right now, and I figured out what was gonna work for me, and I'm still figuring it out. I don't have all the answers, and I know that it's scary. So tell me what you think, and if there was something that you wanted to do or overcome, or you talked about doing, yet you allowed so much time to pass and you didn't do it, or you actually started doing it, and how it made you feel in the end, or why you did it. I can tell you how what I'm doing right now, just talking to you guys, is making me feel. It makes me feel excited. It makes me feel accomplished just to put forth my own ideals and try some things that I wasn't sure I would be able to try, especially at the point of when I first thought about the idea. So I don't know. You go through life, and life is not a solo date or a companionship date. It's life. It's compare and contrast. So make sure you go out and listen to Life Convo podcast, especially when you're unable to catch my videos.